Predictive behavior. If you're going to learn to read, you need to be able to make predictions about your reading, about what you're reading. Otherwise, you're just sitting there watching a whole series of events. So, what predictability does is it gives your brain sort of signposts and tells it, okay, you're looking for something. So an example, back to Epaminondas, when he goes to see his grandmother the first day, and she says, she makes this big chocolate cake, and usually the kids go, ooh. And then I say, and she made it covered with thick chocolate frosting, ooh. And then I say, his grandma cut him a piece of cake, and then I make the sound that they made, whatever it is, ooh, ah, whatever. I go, ooh. And he eats the cake, and his grandma says, why don't you take a piece of this cake home to your mama? He says, all right. And she gives him another slice, ooh, and I make that sound again. And what you hear in the audience is kids going, oh, he's going to eat it, he's going to eat it. They've made a prediction. But he doesn't eat the cake. He actually smashes it through his fingers because he's so worried about dropping it. And of course, they're laughing because it's ridiculous, but also because their prediction was off. It wasn't what they were expecting. And so their brain makes another prediction. Oh, he's going to smash it. And he does through his fingers, and it's complete and utter mess. Well, the next time around, because his mother has told him to put something in his hat. She gives him butter, and I say, what did my mama say to do? And they go, put it under your hat. So he puts the butter under his hat. And then I get ready to walk, and I say, it was a really hot day. And the kids go, oh, and then you hear, it's going to melt, it's going to melt. And sure enough, this time their prediction is correct, and it melts. So each time he goes, his mother, he brings something home destroyed. His mother gives him a plan for what he's supposed to do next. What's interesting is, the kindergartners stop at that, put it under your hat. So even after the next thing happens, they still say, put it under your hat, because that's as much as they got going on. The first graders have cottoned on to something else is going on. They didn't quite listen well enough for the last time. So they know it's not supposed to go under his hat, but they're not sure. And the second graders have figured it out, and they're working with you. And then after that, it happens again after that. And so the kids begin to figure out, okay, I need to listen for the instruction, because the instruction will tell me what's going to happen next. So they learn the structure of that story. And that's how your brain approaches literature, whether you're doing mysteries or fantasy or romance. You know the structure of that, and your brain learns how to function and figure out what it's expecting to see. With emergent readers, they have no palette. They have no background for what it is they're supposed to see. So stories begin to give the brain an idea that there's a shape and a structure to literature, and that if they listen long enough, they'll figure out what it is and they'll know how to approach it.